of this basalt. So it comes from a recent, geologically speaking, but a recent era, which is a post after the Villafranchien era, coming from a volcano that was somewhere behind the village of Caux, which you can see the clock tower getting out of the hill over there. And there was two floats of lava, which was extremely liquid at that time, and that went as all the lavas in the lower parts, which were riverbeds. And the surprising thing here is that today the basalt, which at that time was in the lower parts, today the basalt is at the top. Because at the time when it appeared, below it you have river gravels from the Villafranchien, and on the sides of it as well. So with the erosion, the Villafranchien, which is a softer stone, and the limestone as well, which is a softer stone than the basalt, is now lower than the basalt, which is now on the top. But interestingly enough, you have on the slopes of this basalt, so all this plateau is made of basalt. If you look here, you can see that 5 to 10 meters deep you have these big, huge blocks of basalt, of stone, which is extremely hard. But on the slopes of the plateau, you have, first of all, by erosion of this plateau, this black clay that you can see, which is visually extremely speaking. And below it, depending on the places, either limestone or Villafranchien river gravels. So this is really a quite distinctive element from this place. And Bernard was mentioning that with a viticulture which is adapted, especially in terms of yield, if you grow here your vine with the goal of having maximum 3 tons per so 3 tons per acre, or 6 tons, about a bit more than 6 tons per hectare, you would have here a very strong, a very unique expression of terroir. And especially on here we can really, I noticed this, I mentioned this before, but when we compare Syrah coming from limestone or coming from this block, the expression is very, very different.
In what way?
And here, already when you taste the grapes on the vine, you have naturally aromas of blackberry, of smoke, of chocolate, of toast that comes from this soil. So it's really
la structure aussi,
an element.
La fraîcheur et la finesse qu'on a dans ce type de sol.
And as well the structure, the finesse of the tannins, which is extremely interesting. And also a complementary element when we compare to the Villafranchien by itself, that gives wines that are maybe more medium-bodied with light tannins but high acidity. This you have a fine structure, and the limestone clay gives more firmer tannins. So the combination of the three is really a good mix.